because there's a lot going on. So I came to that level. I leveled up. That's the topic of today. I leveled up 2016. Vivian, you're lying to yourself. So I checked my pocket. It was showing red. And I said, something has to be done. Was I working? I was working. But this is me, a young mother of 3, dodging calls from Africa, and all the promises I made. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I didn't see that coming to pass. Since I joined this business, this is the only time I can close my eyes and say, oh, I have a dream, or I can see what my 5 years will look like. It wasn't possible before. Even if I close my eyes, I couldn't see my tomorrow. But thank God that I'm here today. So I want to bring you on board. Just share with us, even in that your busy work, we all know what salon is. But you said yes to this. And again, you're married. Not just married, your husband is a professional. But you guys said yes to this business because you're doing it with your husband. So the platform is yours. Share with us. How did you find it?
Okay, this is how I found it. To be honest, I've always worked, and I was working as healthcare assistant, if you like, or support worker, if you like, whichever way is easier for you. So I was working as support. Can I let it go down, please, a bit? So I was working as a support worker, and then one day I wanted to go on a holiday to spend some time with my children because the children had some time off. And when I called my manager that I wanted to go, he told me I couldn't go. And I could not, get the understanding where, I'm in my home, I have planned a journey, and because I am working for somebody, I will not be allowed to go. So along the line, there was one lady on around that time I went to learn hairdressing because I wanted to be my own boss. So as I was doing that on top, a lady approached me on Facebook and she asked me, we started talking. I mean, this is kind of a chat that we have with many people. And sometimes it seems funny, but you know what? The way this has helped me, I think that somebody out there also need that kind of help. That's the reason why we share the opportunity, because we're looking for somebody that we think that person may also need the help that we got from somebody. So this lady approached me and she asked me, we started talking, and then at the end of the day, she told me, I have this product that I think might be of help to you if you wanted to try the product. And when I wanted to buy the product, that's when she introduced this business to me. So to be honest, to cut long story short, I found this opportunity online on Facebook. That's where I found this business.
You see, this night is your night to tell us how you've made it, because in 2 years, my God, let the story not be short. Let it be long, because the Bible said, let he who have ear, let them hear what the scripture said. This tonight is he who has ear, let him hear what Juice Plus is saying. You did what Napoleon could not do. You did it just within 2 years. That's amazing. So share with us how did you grow your business to this level?
Okay, so when I joined the business, in the first place, this is what I wanted to do. So whilst I was doing the hairdressing, if I was continuing from where I stopped, when I was doing the hairdressing, me and my sister, one day we came about that we are still not getting what we were looking for, which was, even though we are getting a little bit of money, we are managing our own business, but something was still missing. And that's the reason why I left the support working anyway. And the reason was we're still not getting enough time to spend with our children. So we wanted to do something else. So me and my sister decided to, okay, maybe if we go back to university and we start learning again and become nurses, maybe we'll be able to, at least that one, when you go to work and you come home, then you finish work. So that will be better. So when we decided to go and do the nursing, I did not have my English and maths. So at this time, I didn't have it, so I have to go and do it. So whilst I was doing my maths and my English, that is when this lady approached me. So when I was doing that, I realized that if I still go back and do nursing, it means somebody will still be managing my time. So if I really want to manage my own time, maybe I may get time freedom from this business opportunity that this lady gave me. So why don't I sit down and have a look? So I sat down and I went through the business plan, and I gave myself 3 years. And I want to draw your attention to something, that if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. That's what we need to understand. My sister still carried on with the nursing. I realized that I still wanted something else than the nursing. So I had to put the nursing time into my business. That's exactly what has made my business grow, if you like, because I had a time frame. I had 3 years that I wanted to build this business for me to be able to earn a nurse's income. That is all I wanted. I'm not saying nursing is no good. To be honest, my husband is a professional. He's a social worker. So I have a lot of respect, but it's something that I thought that I could do. I needed something else than to become a nurse. So I spent all my nursing time into my business. I sat down, looking through the business plan. I said, okay, if I was able to go through this and I can get a nurse's income within 3 years, what is going to happen? So I put all my time down and I started planning this business. All that we are trying to say is we're helping people. Somebody helped me for me to be able to get here. So I want to help somebody as well. That's the reason why we come your way every day talking about this business. To be honest, I am bossy. I am very, very bossy. I wish that I can just sit and just tell people to do things for me. You understand? And I'm sure most of us, if we can actually get the time freedom where we can manage ourselves, we can manage our children, we can look after everything that is going on around our life, we can just sit down and make time for it. It will be a great idea. And that is what I was looking for. So I started running this business, started talking to people, and I started doing all sorts of things that some people around me, they thought that I was getting crazy. But you know what? If you really want something, you will put all your time into that thing that you're looking for. And what I have been looking for is time freedom and also financial freedom. So I still run the salon and I still run this business on the side. The best thing about this is that I can sit here and talk to you. The people that I was supposed to be going to the nursing with, some of them are at work at the moment. Look at a very beautiful sunny Sunday like this. Everybody's supposed to be enjoying, but some of them are at work because I put my time into this. I got to spend time with my family.
Please don't scratch it again, Samuel.
Okay, can we not mute everybody? Okay, so when I started running the business, there's one thing that I found that the man that I live with will not accept this business because he did not understand. So we started working and I kept doing the things that this business needs. And he wouldn't understand because he thinks I was wasting my time on Facebook. And I think some of us, especially the people that we have on Facebook, they are thinking that we are wasting our time. Some of them are thinking, what are they doing? Some of them will call you actually and say, what are you doing on Facebook every day? My dream is different from what everybody thinks. So I decided to give all my time. I gave it my all. So if you get into this business, all that you really have to do is give it time and run the business as if that is what pays your bills. This was not what was paying my bills before, but I can assure you now, this is what pays my bills. Before I joined the business, there's something that I could not do. The house that we live in here, it was a council house, and at that time we really wanted to buy the house, and evaluation, everything was done, and we were meant to buy the house, and we could not afford the money that you have to pay down for you to be able to secure the mortgage. We could not afford it. 10% of it was nothing. It was less than 5,000. We've been in this country at that time, we've been here for about 15 years. and we didn't have 5,000 to our name for us to be able to say, okay, this is the money, so we'll take it, so we can pay.
Body.
We couldn't deposit, yeah.
Mm.
We could not afford it. But you know what? This business has opened so much doors. This business has been able to help us. That's, you know what? I'm not saying this so somebody can feel bad or somebody can say that, okay, yeah, she's got it all. No. But if we really wanted to buy this house, paying all the money in full, we could do it. All because of this business. So these are some of the things that you think about it, and people are, you know, somebody will sit down and think, could this be true? It is very true. This business could change your life if you give it the time. This business can change your life if you give that your yes to it. When I was joining the business, there's one thing that I went through with a lady. I told her that I have my own business to run. I don't think I'll be able to do this. And I'm sure some of us, that is what we have in mind. I have my job. I'm a professional. I'm a nurse. I'm a doctor. I'm a pilot. Why would I want to go on the internet and say, hello, hello, hello? My dear, life changes. Time changes. We don't control time. We don't control a lot of things. You see, if I did not take this opportunity, I would be the most miserable around here. And I'll tell you why. I had my salon. My salon is running. One day I went to Ghana. I traveled to Ghana for a trip. I took on my whole family there. I had my shipment. You know, when you're going to Africa, I'm sure you all know the things that we do, right? I had my food, my rice, my oil, everything. That was the first time my family was going to Ghana together. I had everything that I had packed that we're going to take to Ghana. And I sent these goods 2 months before we travel. On a normal day, by 6 weeks, the goods should be in Ghana. It wasn't there. I went to Ghana. I spent 2 weeks, and it was still not there. But you know what? I went in July 2018. Now, on August 10th, 2018, you see, sometimes when an opportunity is coming, there are some things that happens that if you have eyes, you could see. If you have ears, you could hear. I always say that if you have a little bit of feeling, thinking, I think this thing that you're talking about might be able to help me, just give it a chance, just because your mind tells you it might be able to change your life. But yes, I went to Ghana, waiting for my goods, and it didn't come. On the 10th of August, 2018, that is when I got to know that, you know what, this business will be something that it might be able to help me. It gave me that kind of confidence that I'll get something out of it. On the 10th of August 2018, this company paid me £960. I will never forget. Obviously, you, Vivian, I'm sure you know that in this business, we've been paid times how many? That £960. You can double it, triple it, whatever that you want.
Say it again.
But you know, this money was best money, the best pay that this company has ever paid me. It was only 960. But at that time, I needed it. At that time, I needed a proof that something can help me. And this company paid me that money.
And you were in Ghana, right? You were in Ghana then?
I was in Ghana. So at that time, you know, when I was going, I had, you know, planned all my life. I had taken some money that I'm going to use to take the children to nice places, because everything that we were going to eat as food was shipped. So I was not going to spend a lot of money buying food. But because these goods did not turn up in Ghana, I had to use the money that I was supposed to spend on other things to now go and buy food. So after 2 weeks, most of my money had been spent on food. And when I was shipping these goods, just shipping those goods alone, I paid over £1,000 just to send it. Because I had my kitchen that I was going to put in place. All of it didn't turn up. So you can imagine I was stranded. But I was lying down one morning, going through my phone. Oh my God, where can I find something for me to be in? My sister was sending me some money from the salon, but it was never enough. And I'm looking, well, let me go if I can use overdraft for this account, or I can use overdraft from the other account. I was looking, and all of a sudden, I went into my Halifax account and I found paid from this company, 960. I jumped up and I called my sister. I said, sis, the company paid me. She said, how much did they pay you? And for her at that time, she didn't believe the business. How much did they pay you? So I said, shut up and let us think. How much did they give you? And I said, they paid me 960. And she said, what? That was the first time that my sister actually believed in this business.
Yeah.
This business saved me when I needed it most. When I was joining the business, I said that I have my own business to run and I don't think I will be able to do this business. That is what I told the lady who brought me into the business. Then come the COVID. Everybody knows that hairdressers were the first people to stop working because we are touching people's face and we're we're too close to people's faces. So we stopped working at the very early stages.
Okay, let me just 1 minute. Remind me where you are during COVID time. We're going to come to that.
Okay.
I don't know how many people are watching. You've tried so much to go home, right? To go to your mother's country, father's country, it's not possible. You know, in my place, they say, "Pepe no rest." I love worry people for something. It is an adage that said, no matter how lizard do press up reach, you cannot gather muscle like a crocodile. No matter how you walk, you can never end like the entrepreneurs. Look at her story. She has a salon. Her sister is working. But what saved her was that money that Juice Plus paid to her. £900.
Yes.
£900. If she had not joined this business, I'm sure you conclude the village people, they have come after you.
Oh, my sister.
Because what you sent home did not get there. Why did I come home? Regrets will be the subject, isn't it? But yes, to God be the glory for extra income. Just imagine. Are you watching? I don't know where you're watching from. How long have you been home? Or what's going on in your life right now? She told herself the truth. A hairdresser. She was not hungry. She joined. And guess what? We're going to hear about the speed. We're going to hear about the speed. She said that mindset is everything. If you change the way you look at things, what you look at will change. If you begin to see yourself as a failure, oh, it doesn't happen in my family, therefore my case no go dey different. It's going to be the same thing. Mindset is everything. There is a reason why you should change it. Some people said, Matilda, I don't know if that has come to you before. Everybody is doing this Juice Plus. Juice Plus is everywhere.
I've heard it. I've heard it so many times.
And I asked them, so didn't God know that you people were in Europe and they brought you to Europe? Didn't God know that people were too many in Europe, but still you're here?
But my sister, look at the markets. When you go to the African markets, everybody, they sell the same thing now. Are we not selling almost
exactly
selling cloth? We all have one queue. Some of us are selling Gary. We all have one. We all have one queue.
Yeah.
Somebody can start from the first one. They'll pass the second one. They'll pass the third one, and they'll go and buy from the fourth one. Why?
And Juice Plus is everywhere. Juice Plus is everywhere. Wasn't coronavirus everywhere? Coronavirus. We've got something that can support your immune system. We have something that can support your general well-being. Why are you worried that it's everywhere? Please, let good thing be everywhere. Let good thing be everywhere. People are happy. If they are not happy, they won't come into it. So Juice Plus has come to stay. And the earlier we grab it, the better to change our lives. Who told you cannot make it? Who told you that because you stay at home, mom, you can't make money? Who told you that your education ends in the kitchen? We are changing the narratives. We build from the kitchen. We are changing it. Yes, our husbands are the head, but we are not the boss ladies. Oh, hallelujah. I'm going to bring your board again. Tell me, because your husband said it that day that I call my wife the boss lady. That sounds good. Darling, talk to us. Go on, talk to us.
Okay, I was muted. And you know what? There's a lot of excuses that we do get. And sometimes you think about it, is it really an excuse? Is it really something that you don't want to do, but you're trying to find an excuses? Because to me, when I joined the business, he didn't give a hoot about this business. I was actually the most miserable. When he's going to work, he goes with anger because at that time I'll be standing on Facebook. Hi, how are you doing, my baby? Today we are going to do our breakfast. And he said whenever he's going to work, he's so angry that he doesn't. So this woman is becoming so useless that he's just standing on Facebook doing this. Okay. But he realized it got to a point where the pay is chasing his social worker pay. It's chasing it. By the time he got to know, his pay was drowned into what is coming in from this business. That is when he said, okay, let me just go and look at this thing that this lady is doing. Okay, so this is what happened after I've come back from Ghana. That's when I realized, okay, this business has really taught me a lesson that, you know what? You need to look after me well. So when you are in need, I will look after you. That's what I learned. So I came and I started building the business. All the things that I was not doing before, I started picking it up and I started doing them. Okay, so around last year when the COVID started, we stopped working. The government will not allow us to work. And they will not even allow somebody to come to your house, so you can't sneak in to come and do somebody's hair at home. My goodness, it was that time where I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? If there's anybody around the world, if you are a woman and you have children and you don't have a second stream of income, my friend, you don't know what is coming. You have no idea the kind of world that we live in, because nobody knew that one day the whole world was going to go to lockdown. We're all going to go shut down. Nobody is in the street. You can't do anything. Nobody knew that was coming. But one day that was here and we could not open the shop. I was bluffing. The lady, if my upline was here, she would laugh. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't think I need this. And this business, I cannot do it. I have my own salon. I have my own business to run. And at this time, the reason why I was laughing about was I had done other businesses. And I'm sure some of you guys might have gone through the same thing. I have a lady that I'm speaking to on TikTok, and she told me, I've tried something like that before and it did not work. So because of that, I'm not doing it anymore. And I was asking her, so, you go and do something, it doesn't work. And because of that, you don't do it anymore. Why should that be? You try until you win. So at the end of the day, come back, started building the business. And when the COVID came, oh my goodness, when we were meant to stay at home, I was lying on bed. This place that I sit is supposed to be my dining room, is supposed to be my, that's where I have my dinner. It's the same place is where I run my business, the same place that my husband used to sit to also do his work, because at that time he was not working. So during the COVID time, I was lying on my bed and running this business in my bed on a daily basis. That is when I realized, oh my God, what did I get myself into? So this is how something can change your life. When I was going to join this business in 2018, February, I never thought that there will be a time that this business will be able to pay my bills, it will be able to feed the children, it will be able to send money back home to give people for free when the COVID came and they could not go out. I remember during that time, I was not going to the salon. My father called me and he said, you know what? I know you're not opening the shop. And because of that, we can't expect a lot from you. But can you please bring us something to buy some rice? So whilst we are going to stay home during the lockdown, we can get something to eat. And I said, Daddy, you should not have to worry, because of a business that I joined, I will be able to give you enough money for you to spend, and also a little to give to this my auntie, to this my sister. Share the money so everybody can go and buy something little and keep. Even if I did not get anything at all from this business, and I'll be able to help somebody when they really needed something to eat, I am happy. Do you have people back home that you wish that you could help them, but because of what you're getting, because of your income, you're not able to do that? Why not join this business and say, okay, I'm joining this business. If anything comes in, I am going to help this widow. I'm going to help this lady. I'm going to help that girl. I'm going to help that old woman. And do you know something? What I've realized is if you have a good heart and you really want to give to somebody, it is so sad and it's so painful when you want to give, but you don't have what it takes to give. You really want to give, you want to help somebody, but you don't have what it takes to give. It's so sad. But you know what? When because of this business, you can actually give willingly without crying behind. That's the best thing that this business has been able to do for me. So when the COVID came and I was staying at home, we started building hard. Sister Vivian, it's not been easy. But you know what? If it is hard, we do it hard. That is how life is, right? So we all put our heads together and we started running this business. So after I've been in the business for 1.5 years, and my husband got to know that the product, the income that is coming in was chasing his, and it's tripling what he is taking. That is when he went to learn about the business, and he also started building his business. So around October time, he actually took a 1-year career break. So since October, he is not working. We are working hand in hand at home and building the business together. So that's what.
Wow. Loving it. I'm loving it. He calls you boss lady because I listened to him talking the other day. He said that when my wife was doing this, it didn't really make sense to me. I was angry. But today you are the boss lady. I love what you said. You made mention of helping people back home. What matters in this life is not about how long we have lived here on earth. It's about how many lives were you able to reach, were you able to help. A lot of people said that this business is not for me, it's not for me. Well, maybe it's not for you, but you can do it just to help the widows. There's so many widows there, the widowers, the orphans, and all that. You can join because of that reason alone.
Yes.
Just do that. And if you're here today, you've not been taking your business serious. Listen. What is now this determination? Now they make Okada overtake trailer for road. You have to be determined. Overtake that poverty. Overtake your excuses. Hit your hand on your chest. Said, I'm in for good. Look at this lady. When you look at boss lady Matilda, they tell us the truth. I believe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when you put on this same makeup, it wasn't settling like this on your face. Am I right?
Not just that. You know what? There's something that this product brings to life that sometimes you look at it and you're thinking, when we're talking about it, people actually think that we are crazy. It's not just about the product. It's not just about the business. The product really changes you. You see, I had a lot of issues that I didn't think that this product was going to help me with. Look at the skin. My skin is, that's one of the things that got him into. He said, I realized your skin was going on well, you're sleeping well. There's so many things that was changing. I couldn't even, don't let me say what I want to say, because there are some makeups I could not even afford. But now I am sure I'll be able to buy them because I have that extra coming in.
That's true. And that's why we titled this program, Level Up. It is time for you to level up. For how long will you continue to ask money from your hobby, your partner, and they turn you down and you start grumbling and all that? Before you know it, you devalue yourself. This is the time to level up. If you survived 2020 and you are in 2021, get ready. The Lord is ready to embarrass you with unexpected miracles. And this is how it starts. She met somebody on social media, just like I did as well. Although I met a friend of mine who used the products, But today, the first thing you notice is that your skin is glowing. I say to people, if you are not 60, 70, stop telling me that, hey, my friends are telling me I look like my grandmother. Who will you look like when you get to 60, 70, 80? For now, look like Vivian, look like you. We've got products that can help you look good and feel good. For how long will you continue to blame your mattress? Blame landlord. Oh, this is the landlord, is a mattress. Be like saying, which they chase me. Now you keep your liver, they are calling you, they're telling you something. Arrange, because I'm about to leave you. And before you know it, that care is not taken. The kidney will pack up. The liver will pack up. They don't just pack up. They've been warning. But we are taking it for granted.
Yes.
We are passionate because that is the intent. So if you love yourself, science have shown that people are aging, but they're proactive, they are not. And coronavirus have taught us lesson that anything, in fact, coronavirus confirmed the Bible. Anything is possible.
Yes.
Coronavirus came and told us to stay in our house. Look at visitor. Buy. Who dash monkey banana? You can't, no money. You'll be looking for, the other one, go to AliExpress and arrange the other side. But now things are changing. When you put your eyelash, it sits properly because skin is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those days when I put Mary Kay, one side is dropping, the other side is telling me, no, it's not working. Guys, he who feels it knows it. I don't know where I go. My own testimony is pain. When I joined this business, I didn't join because I want to lose weight. I just want to make extra income. Just like I told you that I was like going down. And I knew I was going down. When a young lady's account is showing red, and you're in Europe. And I told myself, this nonsense has to stop. God bless my husband. He's a nice guy and I ask her, but guess what? There's nothing like that one you have for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that when you want to do your short runs, go no. You don't want him to know everything, in as much as he's the owner of the body, yes. But at the accounts, something should be, don't know. So then my account was showing red. I hated my letterbox. I hated myself. Nothing was happening. Young lady, what will I tell my children? Did I come to repeat part? I've come to level up. We have come to change it. I'm not going to leave bills for my children. Some of us said, I love my job. I trust my job. Listen, if there is trust, fish, hot water cannot cook fish. Are doubters. We doubt too much. And when I'm telling my own African, I'm using this product, look at what it has done for me. Many of them turn to be researchers now. They start with, there must be something inside. There must be something. What about the pizza you're eating? The McDonald's. That's what, there's something inside. Go and do your own research. Google it out. This business has changed my thinking, my mindset. So please, whenever you're watching, you're a mother, please, let's help ourselves so that tomorrow we can say, yes, we did it. Our children will be so proud of us. If you're on social media, good for you, you're already there. Package yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. Look after your children. Look after your husband. This is not the time to quarrel. Oh, my husband is fighting me. No, because all of us here are boss ladies. Is it that time we're using to do our Zoom meeting that we'll have time to quarrel with hubby?
Uh-huh.
No. Well, I don't quarrel in my home. God bless me. But if you're having such issue, this is the time to level up. You know why? You're in the right place. When you join this business, start using the products. Put on your bomb shot. Your husband will not fight you.
Mm-hmm.
You are the cause of the fight. 7 o'clock, deck yourself, put makeup, arrange. Where will he fight you? He will start looking at your laps. You confuse him because you're in charge of that marriage. So this is the time to level up. My Africans or my white people, my Asians. If you're a mother, whatever it is you're going through, nobody will change it except you. Like my mother would tell me, it doesn't matter how I advise you, my daughter. The person to make that decision is you. And that's true. Has poverty slapped you left, right, centered? Oh, yes, it has. It has slapped me. And I can't continue to receive the slap. I cannot. It is my time to slap back. So become a mega mom. I have a program I call the Mega Moms, where we give women voice. When we tell you that it's your time. Yes, Bible said that you're the neck. Your husband is the head. We are not telling you to outrule that. You are the neck. But there's a reason why you're in that marriage. You need to step up your game. So that when you walk past, the fragrance says it all. Ooh. When your husband looks at you, know that, listen, that's the reason why I married her. He will go out there bragging about my wife. Don't go there. Even if figure 8 goes out there misbehaving, he said, you don't know my wife. Who doesn't want all this? Who doesn't want all this? Or your husband coming into the business, your husband that does not give you money, all of a sudden say, honey, take that card. Just go and get yourself whatever you like. Lord, life is sweet, though. Life is sweet. So we are here to change it. My Africans, if you're Nigerian, wherever you come from Africa, God can use you and I to change Africa. God can use you and I to reach other people. It doesn't matter how it looks right now. It's going to get better.
It's true.
It's going to get better. Trust me, it's going to get better. This is me who was miserable. This product has changed my life. I used to have acute pain, epidural. I don't know how many people have taken epidural. Pain. I was walking like old woman when I came back from the hospital. Today, I walk head and shoulders high above my pace because I know that the pain is gone. This is a new Vivian. It is not about running mouth. Or Vivian, she knows how to talk too much. It's not about talking too much. If I'm not making sense, please, being what I said, at least take what Boss Lady Matilda said. She came into this business. I want to hear it from her. 2 years. PMD plus. Hey, guys, do you know how much that was? Boss Lady, I'm bringing you back again. Please, this story is good in your mouth. Please.
It's good in your mouth. Oh.
No. And I've not reached that level. I'm tapping the current.
Guys, you know what? Let me.
Did you see the way she's laughing? She wasn't laughing like this 4 years ago. And she was like, ha, 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 ha. Now she's the lady. She's posh. Money is talking now. Look at her laughter has changed. Go on, sis.
Oh my goodness, Sister Vivian, stop it. My people, this is what it is. If you are a woman, and Sister Vivian said it so rightly. If you're a woman and you don't really want to do anything, join this business for your children. We're doing all the things that we're doing out there. Even if you are a pilot, even if you are whatever the highest is, and you go, they will not pass your job or your certificate or anything that you've done. It will not be passed on to your children. But you know what, Sir Vivian, this is what made me really, really killed myself for this business. When that Jamaican man, what's his name, Alex, there was the Jamaican man, Alex Webb. When Alex Webb died, I was just sitting there one day and I'm going through and I said, so what happened to this man? Because he was earning hundreds of thousands in this business. So what is going to happen to his, his generation and all the things that he did in this business? So one day that made me ask one of the boss ladies, and I said, so boss lady, what is going to happen with Alex's business? And he said, when you became the NMD, did not bring you a form to fill? And I said, oh yes, they brought me a contract and I said, didn't you check it properly? I said, what does it mean? She said, you know what, after you passed NMD, whatever that you have done, your residual income could be paid to your children. I'm like, what? After I have passed on, you know what? If you don't understand this business, you would think that we are crazy. We are just talking. We are just blabbing. We're not.
Do you have microphone around you so that you blow that trumpet again?
My dear, that is when I said, so you mean that if I am no more there? He asked me, did you put a nest of kin there? I said, yes, I put my children. He said, that's how that you put them.
Okay.
That girl is going to earn every income that is owed to you, even when you're not there, even when you're dead. And I'm like, what? That is true? Okay, then. My dear, that is when I got crazy about this business. That is when I said, let me use mouth, let me use head, let me use nose. Everything that is within me, I'm going to use to build this business to the highest level. I don't know which country that you're from. I don't know where you're watching this from. I don't know who shared this for you to hear it. My dear, the jobs that we are doing, we are working to build other people's dreams. This business, when you start it, you start with your own franchise. And you can build a business to the level where your residual income could be paid to your children, even when you're not alive. What else could you be looking for out there that can give you this? I don't know. what other job are you doing? The moment you're passed on, even if they bring you that flower to say my condolences, you will thank God. Oh, you will thank God. But with this business, when you're no more there, your children will call you a blessing. Why?
Oh,
Because you would have left a legacy for them. You would have left an income for these children. And you know what? This business has opened my eyes so much. I am nothing. I am nothing. Even the university, I couldn't go because I know if I go, I will go and mess myself. I will not pass it. So I decided.
Boss Lady Matilda, if there's anybody in our midst and you're working, the reason why you have one child is because of, the job is not getting enough. Please come into juice business so you can produce more. Did you hear? From NMD, come to juice store so that you can multiply, because we're very good in that. And, Matilda, God gave us the go ahead. Go and multiply, replenish the earth. Don't worry about your job, that the money will not be enough to look after the children. Come into Juice Plus.
No. And I remember when my daughter was 18, just in March, she was 18. And you know what? There's so many things that will give a woman joy. And some of us, sometimes we don't understand. We think we have children, we brought them to this world, we can only afford the basic needs for children, and we think that is all. No, that is what we went through. We went through a situation where our parents could only afford the basic needs and nothing else. And we lacked. There's some people that we are looking and we're thinking, oh my God, I wish my mom can afford this for me, but she's not able to. Is that I don't want my children to go through that. So when I started building this business, I have my children and my family, the people that I'm able to feed in mind. Because there's something that I was looking for that I could not find. And I wanted to put that thing there already for my children. So when she was 18, I asked her and I said, you know what, you're going to be 18 next month. Tell us what you want so we can buy it for you. And my daughter, she told me, Mom, I don't need anything. I have everything. So I don't want anything for my birthday. Oh my goodness. I did not know. I did not understand what this business is doing to me until that girl told me that. 18-year-old in this country. She said, I don't need anything because I have everything that I need. Wow. She has a laptop. She has everything that a child could ask for. So she did not ask for anything. And that gave me so much joy. That made me understand the kind of business that I have joined. That made me understand the yes that I said that, oh my God, my yes has changed a lot. So during the COVID time, I was this small village that I used to live in, my grandmother used to live in. And my dad normally wants me to do things. And can you afford this? Why don't we go and do this? Why don't we go and do this? So around that time, I said, Daddy, there's COVID time. What can we do? My dad said, why don't we buy, some nose masks and buy some hand gel and go and give it to the village people? So I sent the money. Listen. This is the time that my salon was closed. So if this business was not there, I couldn't have gone and opened this mouth because I knew I couldn't afford it. But I asked my dad said, why don't we just buy nose masks? And we gathered all of this together, bought a few things as some big barrels so we can put water in, put one at the corner of the beginning of the city, and then to the end of the city, we put a few in places so people can wash their hands and have their nose masks. And we shared it to the whole village. And people were thinking it was the government that did it. Right? Then my dad will be so proud and say, no, it is my daughter who did it. My dear, it's not just about you that is coming to make the money in the business. No. If it is about us, how much can we chop now? It's just food on the table. We cannot have 3 laptops. We cannot have more than 5. We cannot sleep in more than 5 houses. But the people around us that will be able to help. That old woman who will say, thank you, God bless you, my daughter. That woman who will say, oh my God, if not because of this lady, my child wouldn't have paid her school fees this year. It is that woman that is living next to your door when you knew that she was so broke that you could help her with one day food on her table. That woman, that's the reason why I say join this business and keep it in mind that I want to use this money to just help somebody. As I was growing up, my grandmother raised me. She was 103 when she died. It got to a point where I really wanted to do something for my grandmother before she goes. And I was trying, doing these things. It was not working. Just want to build a small house for her to come from the village and live in the city for a little bit before she goes. So I started doing this house, and I could not do it. When this business came along, and I went to Ghana and I came back, I said, you know what? I wish I can speed this up so I can help my grandmother. So when I came in and I put in my all, I said every month, even if it's just 500 pounds that I will earn from this business, I will take it to go and complete that house so my grandmother can come and stay in before she goes. So every month I was able to. I started this house long ago, but within that time, in less than 1 year, because I was sending the money on a monthly basis, I was able to complete this house for my grandmother to come and live in it. And I am telling you, you have no idea how it feels like when an old woman is happy because of you.
Oh.
When a widower is so happy because of you. When a woman who cannot afford food, when you can put food on her table just for 1 day. My grandmother will sit down. She will look at her left. She will look at her right. And she will say, oh my God, what will I have done without you? May God bless you. Just that.
You writing in the chat button, this is what I'm going to do. I tap into this blessing. Because if it's hallelujah now, we say amen. This is good to emulate. Who do you want to help in your village?
Who
do you want to help? Maybe not your village, maybe somewhere else. Write it down there because it's like your vision board. You're promising that you're going to do that, and God will see you through.
Exactly.
God bless you for doing that.
Exactly. And my grandmother was so happy. She couldn't know. She said, you know what? Even if I die today, I would die a happy woman. Even if I die today, I would die. They used to, because when they grow up, their mindset become like a child. They will say, Grandma, who is your mother? She said, Matilda is my grandma. They call me Nanefia. She said, Nanefia is my grandmother. They said, my mother. She said, but she does everything that my mom would have done for me and more. So she's my mom. That's how my grandmother used to call me. Who are you looking to help? If you don't have anybody in mind, look for somebody. Just help them with the little that you're getting from this business. If you have not joined today, join because of that person and start helping that person. So as long as you have that person in mind, I am telling you, God will see you through this business. It will be a market of 1,000 people selling the same thing, but the favor will be on your face because you have it in mind that you want to help somebody who needs that kind of help. I don't know where you're listening to this, whether on Facebook or somebody invited you in here. My life has never been the same since I said yes to this amazing opportunity. This business has taught me about 3 lessons since I joined, that when I need something new, it will help me. When I need to help somebody, it will give me the platform to help that person. And myself, when I need something to help myself, something to rescue myself, it will help me. These 3 things: help somebody, help yourself, and also get it as a platform to be able to give somebody a chance. It's so amazing when one day you get up in the morning on the 10th of the month and one of the team members will call you and say, hi, Sister Matilda, thank you so much. Oh my God, the company paid me this amount. And because of you, I'm able to do this. I have people that I have helped. I share this opportunity with who have been able to buy their home for the first time. Is that not help enough? They are also helping other people. We have come to your home today to give you the opportunity to change your life. Don't hesitate. Yes, we know some of the men will say no. Yes, we know your friends will start talking. Yes, we know your friends will start talking. Yes, we know your church members will start talking. Yes, we know the people that you know will think that you're crazy. How would you become and messing your about on Facebook like this? But you know what? When you are in need, those people will not borrow you money. You came to this country alone. It doesn't matter. Your husband may say no today, but if you build this business and build it well, one day he will call you his boss lady.
That's right. I love that. Yes. That is the truth. The people you're listening to now, is it the people that is telling you, don't mind them, they're just everywhere.
True.
Is that the people you want to join, or you want to join people that will say to you that you will hit your heart tomorrow and say, yes, thank God I joined and I'm here today. It's so fulfilling when you sit down with six-figure earner, you're hearing all this good news. Yeah, the only thing that can happen to you is to become six-figure earner. But when you
I remember when people were saying six-figure earner, one day I asked my husband, what does six-figure earning means? Because I didn't know what it means. And I think the beginning of this year, the head office called me, Simon called me and said, oh, Matilda, what a year. Did you know that last year you were a six-figure? And I'm like, what? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I said, well, yeah. In 2020, you were a six-figure, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So, I've heard so many people saying about this, and I never thought that I'll be in that situation where, somebody will say that I'm a six-figure earner in this business. But yes, God has seen us through. And I am telling you, one day it will be your turn. But if you don't say yes today, there's power in that yes that you will say. I mean, in America today, it's for free. I mean, how are you going to find it where you find yourself in this free opportunity, and then you get up in the morning and then you're going to be a six-figure earner of a company that you joined for free? If I were you, I would grab this opportunity and just run with it. You never know. I never dreamed possible that all these things will be happening. I never knew that I would stand one day and say things like what I am saying. I never knew that one day I can say, okay, instead of buying, instead of going to just pay the 10% deposit, why don't we just pay it in cash? I will never. Where will I be? The 18 years that I've spent in this country, the last 3 years has been the best financially, the best marriage, the best taking care of my children, the best freedom that I have ever had, financially and emotionally, everything. As I'm telling you, it is emotionally torture when you want to help and you can't get what it takes to help.
Yeah.
For me to be able to help when I am ready to help. People were actually telling me that I am so stingy because I didn't have the money to give to somebody. They think I was stingy. And with this business, all the good that I want to do, I am able to do it. What about you? What good do you want to do? Are you able to do it? Is something stopping you from doing it? If it's finances, just give this business a chance. You never know. You may be that one ego out there. You may be that one Matilda out there. You never know until you said yes. You can't do it whilst you're out there just looking. If this business opportunity, I am telling you, especially if you're in US and somebody ever has been bothering you about this business, take this free opportunity and start running with it. One day, you will call that person and thank her for bringing you on board. Wow. Thank you. If you leave me, I'm going to talk forever.
No, it's good to talk. How many of us are enjoying the show? How many of us are enjoying it? It's mind-blowing, This is what God said, from nobody.
Thank you.
From nobody to somebody. This is amazing. This is amazing. That now she's doing the business with her hobby. Some of you are here, maybe your husband have told you, don't do it. You have to work hard. You have to surprise him so that tomorrow he will join you. When I started, my hobby told me no too. He told me no because I was into so many that I didn't make money. He was like, again. But today, he's part of it. He's doing his own. I'm doing my own. Bring your husband into the business. The load is too much for one person. And it's a shame when you are the one begging, you're not getting. That's how women, we start playing tantrum before we know it, to start answering nagging mom, nagging wife. No, we don't need all those things anymore. This time, when you ask me, do you have 20 euros there? I say, is that all you need? 11, is that all you need? I don't know how many of us here want to change your couch or want to change your kitchen cabinet. What do you want to do with this money? When, Boss Lady Matilda, when I joined, that time Ego used to say, what's your why? I'm like, what is this your why? Why?
What is why?
It was at last, it made sense to me. Give one reason. This is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You can start with something small or something big. Mine was to kill my TV license. And I killed it. It's dead. You know, I don't know, maybe your own, maybe it could be maybe road tax or insurance. And as you're insuring your car, make sure you're insuring your life with our products, you know. So amazing testimonies. I don't want to keep it too long so that we can ask more questions. Our friends on Facebook, you have heard it all. Whoever you're watching from their platform, please reach out to them. Start today. Put I go aside. I go do and put it aside. Just start. Just start. You don't need to know it until you start. There's never a perfect time. We all started like that. So, and guess what? Every material you need to run this business is already there waiting for you. And the money that you need to collect, that money you've been looking for, is right there in front of you. So make up your mind, sign up today. We'll be glad to welcome you to our groups, whoever you join. Thank you so much for being there, and thank you for sharing the opportunity. And we'll see you some other time. We're going to log out now. Let me bring it to the full screen so that we all say bye to our viewers. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
We love you.
Do we have
Thank you.
We love you. We are going